大家好 Welcome to Teacher Clint's Grammar Class. Now, we have finished learning all the grammatical components in Chinese language. They are subject, 主语 predicate, 谓语 object, 宾语 attributive, 定语 adverbial, 状语 and complement, 补语. And in today's lesson, we can make a summary and then we will test ourselves to see whether we have mastered the word order or the sentence structure in a sentence. We will analyze the 5 long sentences. But before that, let's take a look at this formula. If you have an extremely long sentence, let's say you have all the grammatical components in one sentence, they are supposed to be connecting in this way. Attributive, usually adjectives, right? They modify subject, right? Modify subjects, and objects are usually nouns, noun phrases, right? So attributive, adjective modify subject, usually a noun, and then to connect the attributive and subject or attributive with object, you use de. This de turns the word into adjective to modify noun. All right. And then after the subject, we have the adverbial. Usually they are adverbs, right? Adverbs. And this predicate is the verb. So adverb modify verbs. But remember the place where you place the adverbial. Always go before the verb but after the subject. Okay, so that's where you put the adverb. And to connect adverb and predicate or verb, we use this second de. Yeah, to connect adverb and verb to modify the verb, like how you do something, like run quickly or run slowly. Now, between the predicate, the verb, and the object, we have or after the verb, we have the complement. Okay, complement is like a degree complement, result complement, direction complement. Usually describe how the action was done. Okay, and to connect them, we use this de. Use this de after the verb and before this complement, right, to connect. But for result and direction complements, actually we don't need this de. You just connect them directly. All right. Now after the predicate, we have predicate and complement. We have this object, and we can use attributive or adjective to modify the object, which is usually a noun or noun phrase. All right. Now let's analyze the 5 mega sentences. These sentences are extremely long and include all the grammatical components. So let's see. Remember, subject plus verb plus object, right? That's the basic structure. But for the subject, like this one, 小狗, little dog, is the subject, and we need to modify it with the attributive or adjective. So this attributive is a long adjective phrase. 邻居家可爱的. So it is a neighbor's cute. This long adjective phrase modify the little dog, which is the subject. And then we have the verb 吃, right? 吃, eat, right? But before the verb, we always place the adverb or adverbial here. And this adverbial is a long phrase as well. It includes several adverbs actually. So this is subject 小狗, and then 昨天 yesterday, 晚上 evening, 昨天晚上. So this is a time adverbial, 偷偷的 secretly. Right, this shows how the little dog ate. Okay, now adverb modify verb. That's easy to understand. Like yesterday evening secretly ate. But how, what is the result of the verb or the action? 掉了，吃掉了. So this 掉 means result complement. Means ate up or finish eating. Right? 了 indicates past tense. Right? Okay, but ate what? The object. Roast duck. 烤鸭. Okay, and then you can use attributive to modify the roast duck. The roast duck that I just bought. Okay, I just bought and took it back home, and then it was eaten up by this little dog. Okay, so the whole sentence: the neighbor's cute little dog secretly ate up the roast duck I just bought last night. 邻居家可爱的小狗昨天晚上偷偷的吃掉了我刚买的烤鸭。All right. So that's how you analyze this long sentence. Attributive, 邻居家可爱的 subject, 小狗 adverbial, 昨天晚上偷偷的 okay, predicate, the verb, 吃 and complement, 掉 result complement, attributive, 我刚买的 adjective phrase, right? And then the object 烤鸭 roast duck. Okay, now the second sentence. Our class smartest student just now very fluently correctly answered that difficult question raised by the teacher. Again, subject plus verb plus object. The student 学生 is the subject, and 回答 answered. 难题 difficult question object. Right, now we're gonna modify the subject, which is modify the subject with the attributive. Right, 我们班最聪明的. This is a long adjective phrase, and then we gotta modify the 回答 answer, the verb, with the adverbs. 刚才 just now 非常流利的 very fluently. Now we're gonna use the result complement to describe the degree of this verb, right? 回答对了，回答对 so 对 means correct, meaning answered correctly, right? Answered and the result is correct. Now the object is the difficult question, but we can modify that with attributive or long adjective clause or long adjective phrase, right? So what difficult question? That difficult question raised by the teacher. 老师提出的那个难题。那个 means that one. So that one is a demonstrative pronoun. Right? It's still like attributive. All right. So now you see attributive 我们班最聪明的subject 学生 adverbial 刚才非常流利的 predicate or the verb 回答 complement 对 attributive 老师提出的那个 and the object 难题 difficult question. All right, so you got the idea. Now I'm gonna analyze this one. So that hot-tempered boss angrily threw out a thick stack of discarded documents in the conference room. Now let's find the subject, verb, and object. The subject is the boss, 老板. And the verb, 扔 is a throw away. Object is 文件, is the documents, 文件. Okay. Now let's modify the subject, modify the noun with the adjective clause or adjective phrase. 脾气暴躁的 hot-tempered. Okay, now let's modify the verb throw. 在会议室里 in the conference room, the location adverbial. 生气的 angrily, another adverb. Okay, now the complement. Telling the result of the verb. 出去 means out and away from the speaker. So throw something out and away. 了 again indicate past tense. And use attributive to modify the object. 遗后叠废弃的 So a thick stack of discarded 废弃的 discarded to modify the object, which is document. All right. And next sentence. The newly arrived intern from yesterday silently read that extremely complex report in front of the computer for 3 hours. Now it's a long sentence, but always find the subject, verb, and object. 实习生 intern. This is the subject. 看 the verb, which means look or watch or read. Okay. 报告 is the object, which is the report. So the intern read the report. Basic structure, right? After that, you can use the adjective phrase to modify the subject, right? 昨天新来的 yesterday newly come, right? Or the intern that came yesterday. They newly came yesterday. Okay, now modify the verb read. 在电脑前 in front of a computer 默默的 silently. So two adverbs form this adverbial. Now complement. The quantity complement. Like watch for like how long? 3 hours, 3个小时. This is the complement describing the result or degree of this verb 看. Okay, now we have the report as the object. Now we can use this attributive to describe that. 那份非常复杂的 like that extremely complex. This long adjective phrase is modifying the object. Alright guys, so that's how you analyze the long sentence. Now number 5, the last one. The experienced gardener carefully cut off the dead branches on this crabapple tree with the scissors. Now find the subject, 园丁 gardener. Okay, find the verb or the predicate, 剪 cut, 剪. Okay, object, 枯枝 dead leaves, dead branches. Okay, so the gardener cut dead branches. This is the basic structure, subject, predicate, and object. Now let's describe this subject with the adjective phrase, 经验丰富的, like experienced. And then use the adverb to modify this cut, the verb or the action. Use 用剪刀 use the scissors 小心的 carefully. So use something. This is the manner, right? The way to do things. 小心的 carefully, right? So this phrase is the adverbial modifying the verb 剪. And then complement showing the result of the action. 断 is like broken. After you cut it, it will be cut into maybe a few parts, right? So 断 is the result complement of the action 剪. 了 indicating the past tense. And then for object dead branches, we can modify that with attributive, which is usually a long adjective phrase, right? 这棵 like this one. 棵 is a mirror word for for the tree. 海棠树上的 like this crab apple tree top. So this long adjective phrase is modifying the object. Therefore, it is called attributive. Alright, guys. So after learning all the grammatical components, you can more easily analyze the long sentences in Chinese, which is very important for your reading and writing. Right? You can construct your own sentences, as well as for your speaking. Right? You know where to put the time, location, adverb, where to put attributive, where to put the complement. All right. So this is the last lesson for the series of grammatical components. Enjoy learning. 再见。